will give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are glorious here on the Markout Show. Right here, broadcasted on Prince George's Community Radio. I am the man of the hour, the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. I am the 39-year-old piece of gold. The champ is here. I am Charles Younger, along here with
the man, Kevin.
Oh,
No.
Becky gonna come after you. That's
The
all
man,
you got it.
Formerly known as Kevin, aka Pecan, Kevin. Yeah? No? All right, whatever. I tried. We'll try again next week.
that was terrible.
Shame.
That was terrible. Shame.
The good guy.
Shame.
I do.
Hey, the good guy.
Hey.
Boom.
Speaking of good guys, you know who's not a good guy? James Ellsworth.
Allegedly.
Oh,
No,
yes.
this chick got evidence, if you
Oh,
will.
evidence. Oh no.
Yeah, you know that's how everything you need. People need evidence.
Damn.
And you guys heard about this?
I heard a little bit about it, but I didn't
I
read
heard-
it because
like I
I was
said-
too disappointed.
You're disappointed in James Ellsworth?
I was
I'm
very
not too
disappointed in James
surprised.
Ellsworth.
I'm not surprised.
Mhm.
I mean,
You-
he's a mixed tag team champ. I mean, he's the mixed intergender champion. There you go, intergender champion.
What are you talking about?
James Ellsworth. He's the intergender champion.
He is?
Intergender, not intergender.
Intergender champion.
On the Indies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not too surprised. I mean,
But wait, what does that have to do with it?
he likes wrestling women.
All
I'm
right.
not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, if he's the champion, and he's also and he also got caught with this allegation.
Yeah, but the one thing is, it's a 16-year-old girl.
Oh no.
That's the
Yeah,
issue.
you gotta go to jail.
So according to
6'9". Straight away.
Well, I mean, he's going to jail too, but for something else.
According to What Culture's website here, James Ellsworth denies it, but he sent nudes to a 16-year-old girl.
By the way, have you guys seen the nudes?
Was that?
Have you guys seen the pictures?
No, I think I don't want to either. So
I mean,
Barely.
as far as the picture go, from what I see from What Culture, because I watched the video, I didn't watch the, I didn't read the article.
So he just popped up on you. I
Yeah.
know what we weren't expecting.
They're mostly
Because I was like, you weren't like looking for them. Were you?
no.
Okay.
They're mostly like flex, like flex shots, upper chest.
What is he flexing?
His
he's flexing his
non-chin.
chin or lack of thereof.
Mm.
Yeah, so apparently this girl on Twitter at ClickKid said she met James Ellsworth at some indie show, and he got her to follow her on Twitter, and then got her Snapchats and started sliding to them DMs with Ellsworth, and she posted all the pictures on the line, man. And she's like put it on blast, like, dag nabbit, James Ellsworth.
And the thing that gets me, like, she told him she was 16. She told him that.
Yeah.
And he kept going?
Yeah.
Oh, James, no.
That's
Isn't he
why-
married and with kids?
I don't know.
He is. I don't know if he
Oof.
has kids. I do know if he's married.
But he could face up to 5 years in prison and anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 fine for a first-time offense for sending his little Ellsworth of this girl.
He doesn't try to make money off of this.
Who?
Grim, off of GTS Wrestling.
Who?
Grim.
Never heard of him.
He has his own little YouTube show about 1 million views, 1 million subscribers.
Okay.
It is like it's showcase for kids. So him and his friends, they own a little lot somewhere in New York, and they wrestle.
Uh-huh.
Put it on YouTube. Ellsworth's been on there for it's a lot of episodes. He's on there for a lot of episodes.
Really?
So Grim is on there literally talking about it for at least 2 episodes straight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. We'll have to go check this out just to see.
GTS Wrestling.
GTS Wrestling. That's a shout out to you. Give us a shout back.
They're not.
That's not the only interesting thing happened this weekend. We did have 2 pay-per-views for
Yes.
the WWE. We had
great one and
But before we
Okay.
get into that, I think we're on the topic of controversy. And I mean, before we go into Survivor Series and then work our way to the best pay-per-view of all time, this weekend, last weekend, I mean, Enzo popped up at Survivor Series.
Yes.
the man
Yeah.
formerly known as Enzo, currently known as TMZ SoundCloud rapper Real One.
Nope. He changed his name
Again,
to NZO. Enzo. Yeah.
That's like when Big Cass changed his name to Big. What was it?
Kaz.
Oh yeah, we changed the S's to Z's.
Yeah.
You know what? You
Reverse.
just made me think of probably like a good tag team for like the early 2000 wrestling.
Mhm.
Nunzio and Enzo.
Well, Nunzio could actually wrestle. So.
Yes.
But that would have been such a great tag
Guido
team.
Malacati, as you know,
Like FBI.
FBI.
That would have been a
Tony
good
Mama
one.
Luke.
That would have been a good one. That would have been a good tag team. But you know,
Yeah, not so
And
much.
so like I'm watching, I'm like, is that Enzo? Like,
That
that
is
kind of
Enzo.
looks, oh my god, it is Enzo. And then you see him during the tag team match. He gets up, does his my name is Enzo, his usual shtick, right?
Yeah.
And then he snatched up quick by that same female security guard from WrestleMania that was bumping up on Gronk. You remember that?
but
Yeah.
that
In the
wasn't,
battle royale, that was the
wasn't-
same one.
But that was supposed to happen. This wasn't.
Oh no, yeah, this wasn't supposed to happen. Enzo in a disguise, a really bad disguise. Like at first, I thought it was a beanie, but it turns out it was actually a wig.
Yeah.
Like he's literally just a wig and a hoodie. He's just
know what?
sitting there like a creep. Just
Enzo
waiting.
was probably the worst guy to hide and go seek. He'd probably just hide on the other side of the base. It's like you can't find me.
Enzo is the type of guy that talks trash while he's playing hide and
He's
seek.
like, you ain't gonna see me.
Oh man.
So
Enzo.
Now
What is he
a
doing,
lot of
though?
a lot of people think it's to foster some not notoriety, some attention
yeah,
for his album that he apparently just recently dropped.
yeah, he had a
which is
concert the
amazing.
next day, and
The next
in LA.
day,
yeah,
wow.
because he's trying to. And
Hey,
did you see? I sent you guys the link of his.
You sent me that, but you sent me on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the
Yeah,
way
it
I just forwarded.
disappeared. It
Same.
disappeared.
Okay, well, never mind then. Just like his career.
Ooh.
Bada boom.
Bada bang.
Realest guy in the room. How you doing?
Dang, I didn't know he was dropping atomic bomb. So
Oh, speaking of atomic bombs, Liv Morgan,
Yes.
embarrassing.
Yes.
yeah.
Liv put his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liv won the breakup.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the best one I seen. The best one I seen was on Twitter. It was like TAWSED tossed. That was the best one. Oh my. The Enzo jokes are phenomenal on Twitter. You
Yeah,
guys
the
gotta check them out.
internet is undefeated, folks.
Yeah.
The internet is undefeated, or is it undisputed?
Ooh.
Both. Both.
It was just-
Because we have to talk about what really went on this weekend.
NXT War Games 2.
Yes, with
By the way, I think I got all my picks right.
really.
Yeah, I think except for one.
What was your wrong? What pick did you miss?
I got undisputed. I didn't think no. You guys had undisputed winning. I had the other
Yeah.
team winning. I think it was Kyrie saying that was my only pick that I lost.
Ah,
I think
I
all my
was
picks
right
were
for
wrong.
everything
I
else.
think we picked everything else. We have to go back to the tape, but I know I
Literally
picked-
all my picks were wrong, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
You,
Velveteen
well,
Dream. I told you they wasn't gonna pull that card.
That's not why though. Not because of your reason.
yeah, your reasons are terrible.
It's-
Everything,
it was that reason.
It's the Drake and him. That's what that is.
it's a Drake in him.
But the first match of the night was the 2 out of 3 falls match between Kyrie Sane.
No, it wasn't the
and-
first match
oh,
of the night.
You're right. I keep forgetting.
the
My,
3-second
my
match with Cassius
apology,
Ohno.
folks. The actual first match of the night was Matt Riddle
Bro.
in an impromptu match against Earth 2 Earth,
Earth 2.
Earth 2 Kevin Owens, Cassius Ohno.
Bro.
You don't really do one take.
All right, that's all Hager's music.
Don't
Yeah.
it sound like that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas menu music?
It do.
That's exactly what that is, man. Oh, I love it. But yeah, Matt Riddle, he beats him in the fastest match in NXT Takeover history, 1 second, right?
Yes,
Well,
it was like-
technically it
it was-
can't be.
it's
1
4
second.
seconds.
Yeah, it was 4 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
you
quick
can't,
knee to
yeah.
the face. Cassius Ohno is the saddest wrestler in NXT right
No,
now.
that's what he wants to do. He wants to be the guy who puts
I
people
mean, no,
over in their
I
debut
understand
match.
he wouldn't be doing it if he didn't
Cassius
want to.
Ohno is
but
the Big Show of NXT.
No, he has. He has only turned.
Big Show don't get squashed like this.
He hasn't turned heel only once.
Big Show did have been squashed faster than this.
like this.
No.
Yes.
No.
Cassius is like that old guy that still hangs around campus, but he's already like
Graduated.
yeah, sorry, but he still hangs around
degrees
campus.
What are you trying to
Yeah.
say? What are
It's
you
like-
trying to say?
Oh, no, we're not talking
Oh
about you,
no,
Charles.
not you!
Charles is nothing
No,
like-
I legitimately did not mean you. I just realized, not you. You are not Cassius.
Charles
Ohno.
is like the Big Show.
Yeah. Wait,
I-
that's is that worse? I feel like that's worse.
First of all, I have only turned heel one time.
Multiple times.
On heel, I told you I've turned heel like 800 times. But in general, I've only turned heel one time.
All right, let's get back on the
Like I can see Cassius. You ever seen that movie with what's the Southern actor that was in the car commercials?
Matthew McConaughey.
Yes, that Matthew McConaughey movie. All right. And that's what I love about high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age. Like I see Cassius Ono as being that character, but at the PC.
Actually, the
What if he cussed that
correct line is, you know what I like about freshmen?
Yeah, that's it.
Every year I get older, they stay the same age. All right.
That's exactly how I see
That's what
Cassius
James
Ono.
Ellsworth said.
That's-
Oh no!
That's probably Enzo's
Oh,
move right now. Actually,
okay.
Enzo's
wow.
that.
Oh yeah,
Not
'cause,
Enzo. I'm sorry,
he-
Ellsworth. It's like that.
Enzo's got a couple allegations on him too. Now he was found
Yeah.
innocent due to lack of evidence, but yeah,
If it looks like a duck, smells like a duck, and walks like a duck.
If it wouldn't be true, if it wasn't true, he would have never cut that rap diss.
Oh, speaking of diss, he has a diss track about Liv Morgan on his new album.
yes.
too.
What's it?
Yeah. I didn't
30
listen
for
to it.
30 a lip? Hey, I ain't listening. I mean, I might get.
I like
one
Liv.
listen. I don't know.
Liv's legit. You
Yeah.
know, Enzo's scum. You know why? He
He's
is
pretty bad.
from
He is pretty
Jersey.
bad.
But so is Liv. So what can you say?
Can't alienate our
What do
Jersey.
you guys
fans.
think of the 3-second match in general?
I like Matt Riddle, and I think he's main roster ready.
Bro, I think
Well,
he's got a little bit of
twice.
he's got a
I
little
know,
bit of
but I think he's
of a-
already main roster ready. You know how this AJ went straight to the main roster?
That's different. That's AJ.
I know that's
Styles.
AJ, but like Sarah Logan, she went straight to main roster, right? No,
No, Sarah Logan
I
was,
don't remember seeing her in NXT.
She was in NXT. She was mostly in the Mae Young Classic, and then like a cup of coffee in NXT.
Yeah.
What about Braun Strowman?
Braun Strowman was a rosebud.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't. But he went straight to the main roster.
No, he was in
didn't spend too
NXT.
much-
He was in
was?
NXT, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
I've never seen him.
But he wasn't ever
Same.
on NXT TV. He was just like in the performance center, and then
Oh well, that
Well,
doesn't
that's
count.
a main roster call up. That's
Yeah.
automatic main roster call
Yeah.
up.
no,
I
no.
honestly like. I think
No,
he's
main
already.
roster, automatic main roster was like AJ coming in his first match being the Royal Rumble. That's automatic call up. Yeah.
I mean, but they was working him into the Wyatt family angle,
Yes.
which is probably one of the stupidest angles for Braun because now he doesn't even reference the Wyatt family. They all look alike, but I mean, there's no reference.
No, that's
That
just
is
offensive.
racist, sir.
That is
No, I'm talking about
terrible.
gimmick wise.
Shame.
Shame.
What? Okay.
Shame.
Okay. Look at
Shame.
Strowman. Look at Wyatt.
Shame.
What's the other two guys' names? I have
You,
no
you
Roman.
just keep digging that
Roman.
hole.
Think about it. They all
Dig-
still
dig-
dress the
dig in
same
that
when they
hole.
had the Wyatt family,
Dig in
and they
that
still
hole.
dress the same now.
Dig up.
See what I'm
on
saying?
it.
He still
No,
looks the same.
No, the Bludgeon Brothers don't look the same. They have different outfits now. They have different masks.
Mhm.
Different masks.
But no, it was good for what it was, and this seems to be Cassius Ohno's new role in NXT, putting over the new guys. Basically.
Yeah.
He's the bully.
Yeah. But
There's two like Kevin Owens, but bad. Yeah. Then we had the 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler, champion, versus Kairi Sane, and Shayna wound up retaining.
I didn't
I
like
Yes.
this
really
match.
you didn't like it.
No, I feel like it could have been better.
they didn't give
I
him- I don't
agree.
think they gave enough time for it to be better.
That too.
Because 2 out of 3 falls, I feel like they're too predictable. I believe sometimes like the heel wins the first fall.
And Shayna swept, right?
No, it's 2
No,
out of
no,
3. It was 2.
Didn't Kyrie
Shayna
get it?
won the first
It
one.
wasn't a sweep.
Kyrie won the second one, and
She got
Shayna
it
won the
at the
third
top,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, yeah, and part of it is because NXT has built up such reputation with their 2 out of 3 falls matches, with being some of their best ones. Sammy versus Cesaro,
Yeah.
Sasha versus Bailey, and
Yes.
whatnot. And yeah, but I like the story elements that they were telling in the match were pretty good. Like, okay, you had Shayna immediately, like the whole story has been she didn't beat me, I beat me. So, I can beat her. It's just I got in my own head. And then so she's like, acting like she's overconfident, but deep down she knows Kairi is actually really good and can totally beat her on any day. So she gets her MMA friends to back her up to immediately get the first fall.
Yes.
Distract the ref, and everything. Then you get her in the what's the name of her finisher?
Rear naked choke.
Yeah, the rear naked chokehold, right?
Sleeper.
Kyrie taps because she knows it's 2 out of 3, so let me just tap so I can get out of it. So that was why it was a fast tap. Because
That's probably
strategy.
why I missed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Kyrie picks up this. What was the second pinfall?
The insane elbow.
Yes, insane elbow, similar to how she beat her before.
Hmm.
And then her MMA friends keep interfering, so then that brings out Dakota Kai and Io Shirai as backup for
Kiwi Bailey.
Yes, Kiwi Bailey
That's her new nickname. Kiwi
as
Bailey.
backup for Kyrie. And she winds up getting the third fall. How? By Kyrie beating herself. Because she
Yes.
once again tries to do the insane elbow, but in a similar fashion, Shayna reverses the finisher because she scouts it,
Yeah.
catches her arm, pins her, 1, 2, 3. Now, I just like how this is all eventually leading up to the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 WWE horsewomen, because they've already introduced the other 2 MMA
Jessamine
horsewomen.
Duke and Maria Shafir.
Yes. Which one is married to Roderick Strong?
Marina Shafir.
Schaefer.
So it's
okay.
Ronda Rousey, the 4th one.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that's,
those are Ronda's home dogs.
okay.
Where have you been for the past 2 years?
No. Because how I see it now is like Ronda Rousey looks nothing like them. Like,
Well, I mean,
She never did because she's been
yeah,
she's a
no.
bigger star. Even
No, I'm talking
you know.
I mean,
like,
why would they though?
if you're going to match them together, right?
Yeah.
Look
You
how
think she
Ronda
sticks
Rousey
out?
are tire wise. It doesn't match that. It doesn't match their
Well, I mean, the
Shayna
other 2 don't
Baszler.
even really have gear yet.
like. Okay, I'll explain.
I get what you
later.
mean. I get what you mean.
I'll
Like,
explain
they-
more when we talk about it.
They don't
but-
have a similar aesthetic.
Yeah, I'll
I
explain
get
more
what
when we
you
talk
mean.
about Survivor Series. But what was it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really like I said. I think it was a good idea, but just wrong match type. It should have been Iron Woman match.
What makes you say that?
Because I mean, if we're going to play into the, I guess that was the whole thing. They wanted to play into the outside interference,
Mhm.
but I think the match should have been a better match type. Would have been Iron Woman.
Oh, I got to give them credit for keeping a well-paced show. That was only 4 matches in 3 hours. Which, by the way, Raw, NXT did this and what? Y'all can't do this every week. They had 4 matches in 3 hours, and the pacing was fine.
Yeah, but they have more preparation. Now, like if you actually go look at it, like NXT shows are
suppose.
pre-recorded, and then on top of that, half of these wrestlers are spending their time in the performance center.
No, they're torn. They're tour regularly.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm saying like WWE or SmackDown and Raw are live.
Mm-hmm.
Those shows are on the fly.
That's true. That's true.
Like those NXT shows, they probably practice that match maybe 4 or 5, maybe 10 times before they actually have to go out and record it.
No, these have.
No, but I'm talking about like the pacing of the show was
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I mean, but if you practice, like I said, if you're in the performance center all day, you're running through the show, you're going to get the pacing down.
I don't think they practice the show like that much to where it's like they have every spot down like to the T. I think they have obviously a bullet points, but I believe they just they can probably. I think plus look at other guys who are in NXT. They're all indie guys. Like we said,
Mhm.
NXT is indies with the budget, so they know how to call matches on the fly. Look at like I said, you have one person who's been working their way through the indies, another person probably a developmental guy or a performance center guy, and then kind of put them together and have the indie guy kind of help lead and teach the PC guy how to put on a good match. So speaking of which, what did you guys think of that match? You said you didn't like it overall?
liked it.
But Kyrie Shane.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say that it's one of the worser, if that's a word, worser
That's
2
not.
out of 3 falls matches.
Mhm.
And it was kind of the worst match of the night for me.
Mhm.
It wasn't a bad match. If I'm ranking them, it's number 4.
Well, it's kind of hard to say an NXT takeover the worst match of the night is still like a really
It's
good
still-
match.
Yeah, exactly.
If we're comparing out the weekend, out of all the what is it? Because they had a woman tag team for Survivor Series, and they had Ronda versus Charlotte. It's probably like the 3rd best women match of the weekend. Because I think the tag team was probably still better than that.
You mean the Survivor Series elimination match?
Yes,
The
elimination.
traditional Survivor Series elimination
Traditional.
match?
Yeah.
And then we had Xbox showing up with his dogs.
Yeah. X-Pac has a service dog.
Is he
Oh.
blind?
No.
It's just for emotional support.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Which
then
is
we
by the
had-
way on the side rant that is exploiting the service dog tag. You don't need emotional support. You're an adult. Go somewhere.
Hey, everyone needs some emotional support sometimes.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but
So what does he do? Like,
Plus,
he
you know,
just, like,
the
nervous
things
and just hugs
X-Pac
the
has
dog?
been through, One Night in China and everything. I mean, I might need some emotional
It
support.
wasn't one
after
night,
that,
by the
too.
way. It wasn't one night. I saw the video. It was multiple nights.
Oh, you saw it? Okay.
I did. I'm good.
I
on
might need.
China. One night in China. That's the video, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then next
Alistair
match.
Black versus Johnny Gargano. And Alistair. Oh, yeah. Shayna retained her title.
Yes.
Alistair defeated Johnny Wrestling.
I think this was a better match. Now I know in our group message we was talking about. You said Dream and Velveteen. I mean Dream and Ciampa was the best match. And I think this was probably the best.
What
match.
makes you say that?
Right. The storytelling, Gargano, like you said, doing Gargano, and Alistair Black.
Johnny
Two-
Gargano did nothing wrong.
2 Fade to Blacks right after each other.
Did you notice what he was saying to him?
Yes.
I absolve you of all your sins.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty
Come
dope.
on.
Yes.
I liked how, and even right down to Johnny's gear, Johnny, who's in a total admitted nerd. You know, you remember last takeover, he was in Captain America gear.
Mhm.
This takeover, he's wearing Punisher gear. Which, you know,
Yes.
is a signifier of where his mindset is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Frank Castle killed a lot of people, but he had a reason to. So, yeah, I thought this match was ridiculous. I just the fact that Johnny was just taunting him. He did the whole he sat down, cross-legged style and just kind of
Oh, you mean
mocked him.
Alistair?
No, Johnny did it too. He just sat down
Oh,
cross-legged
he
style.
did?
Yeah, and kind
Okay.
of taunting him. And
I was
then
walking around during that.
and the spot of the night for me was the suicide dive or
Into the knee?
into the knee.
Yeah.
Or caught him perfect timing where Alistair came up with the knee lift and it's like
Mhm.
it's like, oh my god, someone's gonna have a concussion after this match. I feel like the shots to the head that they took in that match, even though they obviously they had to work it to make it look good, but in the two black masks, like how does someone not get their jaw broken by Alistair Black?
Especially like if you,
Oh wait, someone did.
Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan did, but he's not good at taking
this
bumps.
is the fact that like even towards
It's
the
just
end, like,
naturally.
the second when he was setting up for the second Fade to Black
Yeah, and Johnny
Yeah.
landed on his chest.
on his
It was
chest,
just
I was like,
having,
oh
like,
my
yeah.
god,
Yeah.
it's about to go down.
Yeah, his ass off. He says, bam, and then my boy Mauro, Mamma Mia. Yeah.
Man.
So overall, I think this was my personal favorite match of the night.
yeah,
What about you guys? You said yours
Oh
was
yeah, well,
This is
yours-
a five-star match.
You know darn well what my favorite match
Velveteen
is.
Dream.
Come on now, anything that features a dream, because he's
Hollywood
just that
Hogan.
dude.
I
Come
mean,
on
Hollywood Dream. My bad.
now. Yes.
Actually, is he dropping that shirt?
Yeah.
I want that shirt.
Which- Oh, the overture. I think it's
Oh yeah, drop that shirt. What is OVA? What is OVA?
Over.
Over. What does that stand for?
Dream Over.
Dream over. It's like
Oh, okay.
black version of saying over.
Okay. Because I didn't see I know he had writing underneath.
Yeah,
but
it's
the
a dream
camera
over.
didn't get close enough for me to read it. So, all right.
And him coming out as Hollywood Hogan, that
That
was
was
amazing.
Hollywood Terry. Thank you.
Hollywood Terry, excuse me.
So, like I said in the group chat, was this something you think that he's paying homage to Hogan, or do you think he's trolling Hogan?
I doubt he's paying homage because I remember he tweeted out when Hogan was first allowed back into the Hall of Fame. He said something along the lines of "Things aren't coincidences. You're welcome, Terry," and that didn't sound very respectful to me.
But
And remember, and Tough Enough, Patrick Clark was voted off by Terry.
I forgot that. That's a
Yeah,
very
I
good
forgot
point.
that too.
Yeah.
That is a good point. He was,
But
wasn't
if
he?
he
Yeah.
does a third time, I might have to be like, what's going on
What,
here?
what would
Like,
be the Mr. America?
Yeah.
we were talking about that in the group chat.
I thought Thunder in Paradise would be kind of cool.
Mm.
Hey, Thunder.
And
in
of course,
Paradise.
Hollywood Terry in L.A.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And
Fit.
well, then if where's the Royal Rumble? Because that's the next big
Is
weekend.
it Survivor
I
Series? That's-
just assume it's in San Antonio.
Is it?
I don't know for sure, but it's been in
Okay.
San Antonio
Well,
the last couple years, right?
Well, no, it's in Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So they're like saying that there's like a river or some kind of water. You can get the speedboat from Thunder in Paradise to ride up, and he comes up, and I would think it'd be awesome.
I think he might have a bigger role during Royal Rumble weekend, but
Or no, he can come in as Rip from No Holds Barred,
Oh my gosh.
or Thunder Lips
Or
from Rocky,
Zeus.
or Zeus. Yes,
With the D shaved inside of his
and the unibrow.
all right. Back to the match.
No, yeah,
This
the
could go forever.
NXT Championship match between Velveteen Dream and Tommaso Ciampa. It was really great. It was
Yes,
really good.
this was what I would call like Dream. Dream is he delivers every NXT.
Yeah.
Every NXT he delivers, and it's just like, wow, you sir need to be pushed to the what you call it, the main roster.
Yes, like he said, call me up, Vince.
But he should probably win the title first. The big, No
No one. You don't have to until be
I'd
called up.
rather- I need to see him win it. I think it won't complete the dream process unless he wins it.
Complete the dream.
Complete the dream.
Complete the
Come on,
dream.
Vince. Call him up and complete the dream.
Call me up, Vince.
And you guys, if you noticed during the match, I feel like the story of the match was Dream trying to, show that he's worthy of being champion and being a future legend. So he did like legend moves during the match.
The fact that he did the point and said you.
Yeah, the big boot and
He
the
got the
atomic
crowd
leg
involved,
drop.
too.
He did three of them.
The Ric Flair figure four.
Yes.
The Bret Hart ring post figure four.
Yes.
The HBK flying
Elbow.
Not as well as
Forearm?
forearm strike.
Yeah, and
forearm
nip up,
strike.
forearm stripe and nip up,
Uh-huh.
and
Did
nip
a
up.
nip up?
Kip
Yeah.
up, yeah.
Okay, I missed
Kip
that.
up, nip up, sip up, flip
He
up.
did a Macho Man move, but I don't remember which one. But you know,
The
et cetera,
elbow,
et cetera.
elbow drop.
Well, that's just his finisher. He did. He did.
but
it
so it was
different.
Macho Man's finisher
Well,
too,
yeah,
by
that's
the
true,
way.
too. Yeah.
Woo,
But
yeah.
he was doing a whole bunch of legend moves. But
Yeah.
Ciampa, scumbag Ciampa, assaulting Mauro Ranallo.
Yes. How
My God.
dare you? How dare you, sir?
But I'm telling you,
was it
I
Mauro,
rewinded it so many times. I was dying because I was like, "Oh!"
wasn't Mauro like cutting a promo on him though?
I
Like
mean,
right before he got
just
attacked, he was
commentating.
calling
He's
the
like-
match. He was like,
I
he
mean,
said
was
something about
probably
Ciampa
talking
because
stuff
Ciampa went
about
off.
him. Yeah, he usually does. So he could have been. But
Mamma
just,
mia!
literally just throws
Just-
a piece of paper at him, like, "Oh, he didn't even do nothing."
look at their faces like, what are you doing? And then the DDT.
Ooh, the DDT onto the steel attachment to the
yes.
second ring.
Smart. And they teased the concrete, but I was waiting for the concrete.
See, yeah, at
Yeah.
first, I was like, did they really have Ciampa kick out of some concrete? But then oh no, it was actually double.
Because if you remember
Yeah.
when Jake the Snake did it to Ricky Steamboat, he was out for like 6 months. So these kids are so much tougher now. Like back in the old
But
days.
he did it onto the padding. That's what
Yeah.
it was. And it was even softer because it was like double padding. It was the part that was flipped over.
Yeah, employee safety. You gotta make sure you know exactly. It's-
But didn't I think that was Wood. Gargano, did he take it on the concrete?
He might.
I remember one time John Cena took a power driver on the
And then beat Nexus.
on the floor and then beat Nexus by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great booking.
I mean, even he regrets that.
yeah, it's like wait,
Yeah, I
that's,
should've done that.
that's how that's the definition
You
of
guys remember
burial.
the Chicago Street Fight versus John Cena versus Eddie? They was in the parking lot with the cars. This was like a random episode of SmackDown. This is not nothing on pay-per-view or anything.
Oh,
I do not
Cena
remember
took
that.
a suplex. If I remember it correctly, Cena took a suplex onto a windshield.
Oh,
I think that might hurt more than concrete, but I don't know.
I don't know.
that's probably why he didn't hurt him. He built up an immunity.
He's only hurt by kryptonite. He's Super Cena.
No, he's Vodka Cena now.
He's vodka
So,
Cena.
How do you guys?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I have a vodka Cena on the rocks, please.
How did you guys feel about the finish? Having Ciampa retain?
Good.
Good.
Because I think we're going to see Dream Ciampa too.
I am a little salty about it.
Yeah, I am
But only
too. I
because
want to
I'm
see.
such a dream owner.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if it doesn't happen on the
you're a-
second one,
you're a
I'll
Bring
mark.
it home to Lanham/New Carrollton, man. You got it.
No, Dreams from DC proper.
Oh, I'm thinking Leo Rush.
Leo
But
Rush.
still,
The
that
24
DMV.
year. Yes, Merlin,
Merlin.
DC, Virginia.
Mm.
Yeah,
Speaking
so
of that, Leo Rush got some Survivor Series time, camera time.
He did.
Yeah, cut a pro. Did he cut a promo or was it backstage promo?
it's a backstage room, but we'll talk about that when we get to Survivor Series. But we have to talk about the main
right,
event.
The main event. What was it? 45 minutes.
Yeah, the one and only,
One and only.
the King Ricochet.
That's another reason why it took me a while to figure out if Ricochet was black or not, because he didn't have a rap theme song.
Well, there's a
You
lot.
know, they give every single black wrestler a rap theme song. I'm like,
Lashley doesn't have
I'm
a rap
not
theme
sure.
No,
Huh?
Apollo Crews doesn't.
Lashley,
Well, actually doesn't.
Apollo Crews, man. Okay, stop disproving my theory.
Kofi.
Stop.
Yeah.
He had a reggae theme song. That's close
Okay,
enough.
that's not rap.
That's close enough. Black music. That's close enough.
Xavier Woods.
John Cena is a white guy.
He had
Rap song.
Archer's theme song
Huh?
before he joined the New Day.
He had Archer.
No. He had oh my goodness, Dinosaur. Brodus
Well-
Clay's theme song.
Oh,
Somebody call my mama.
Although he did team up
Somebody
with
call
Archer for a
my
while
mama.
too.
yeah.
But yes, the War Games match: War Raiders versus Ricochet, Pete Dunne. Whoa, that's not the match. Undisputed Era versus War Raiders, Ricochet, and Pete Dunne.
Remember how we talked about on the last show how Unity.
Unity,
Thank you. Can you say it one more time for me, Charles?
unity.
UNITY.
Gotta let 'em know.
The
You ain't a
unity
big- oh,
between Ricochet, Dunn, and the War Raiders, and they did it. They proved us wrong. They proved me right. You guys wrong. They came out with the pace. The War Raiders.
Yeah, I like
picked,
the thing they do with the War Games where everyone wears matching gear and like they even had the war paint. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So I mean, you thought Unity was gonna be like a problem.
Mhm.
Apparently not.
Although not for lack of
You
trying,
did.
because Undisputed Era showed themselves to be the most scummy, intelligent heels in NXT. You gotta be a real scumbag to have your own branded steel chairs.
Yeah.
They had the logo on. I'm like, wow. All right, y'all some like Batman villains over here. Y'all got your own chairs under the ring. That's
but then
wild.
you can go to www.shop.com and get your set for like
Mhm.
$59.99, I think.
And the
That's
brilliant
hilarious.
plan, the brilliant plan of adding another lock to Dunn's cage, and then
Yeah.
Bobby Fish tossing the key. Now, granted, in that entire 3 minutes, y'all wasn't looking for a bolt.
Oh, they got one.
They got
No.
better.
But they didn't spend that 3 minutes in between looking for it. They
Mm.
waited until the time limit ran out and then looked for one.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like, oh, yeah,
Well, no, what-
stop poking holes in wrestling booking.
you're right. You're right.
But okay, this is where I come back to the fans, right? ECW One Night Stand, right?
EC Dub.
RVD versus John Cena. Cena throws his shirt into the crowd. They throw it back.
Hmm.
How come no one threw the key back? He threw it
They
into the
probably
crowd.
don't
Just throw it
find
back.
Because maybe the crowd was.
They probably-
Oh, they
pro-
kept it. They
yeah.
gonna sell it on Amazon.
Yeah, I go.
eBay.
What are you going to do? Unlock nothing? This is the key.
This is the key to the cage that you will never see ever again until next year.
Oh, just throw it back. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
Who would you say was the MVP of that match?
Ricochet.
Mm,
It's
No,
hard-
actually, I take that back. War Raiders. They actually had a pretty good match.
I think the spot where Rowe had the power slam power bomb combination. He had I can't remember which two members of the Undisputed Era he had, but he had one held like this
Mhm.
and the power slam, one held on his top, and then he just did both of them at the same time. That didn't sound right. You know what I meant.
We mostly know what you meant.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. And then the spear which, by the infamous Bobby Fish to Raymond Rowe through the table was dope. The 6 how many rotations is it for Ricochet?
It was 2. It was a double moonsault.
Yeah, so
Off the
That
top.
was
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, and he
that
kind of
was insane.
he kind of
Ricochet's
almost
that guy.
overshot him too, because you can see he caught them high. So I was like, it's like whoa, but then it's like, and then that was just
The Mexican standoff moment.
Yeah.
that was just
Wait,
a crazy.
I forgot his name. It was one of the War Raiders. They literally took
The skinnier one or the bigger one?
baldhead guy.
Rowe.
Rowe literally took I think it was Kyle O'Reilly,
Uh-huh.
tossed him over into the next ring, and I
Oh,
thought,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I forgot his tag team partner. I forgot his name too.
Hanson.
I thought he was about to catch him. The way
yeah.
like the camera was, I thought he was going to catch him, and then like powerbomb.
First of all, timeout.
I don't know. They're-
Rowe and Hanson
Rowe
are
and
the
Hanson.
War Raiders, formerly known as War Machine.
Okay.
All right.
Rowe was
Yeah.
bald. Hanson has hair.
Yes.
Hanson
Rowe-
hair.
Hanson with the springboard back elbow.
That
Yeah.
too.
That was
good.
ridiculous. This man's 300 something
Why
pounds.
does every big guy moves like a cruiserweight now?
Yeah. So
Every
kind
new big guy moves like a cruiserweight.
the best the athletic ability of everyone on the WWE roster from top to bottom is probably the best it's ever been.
I think everyone does suicide dives now.
Yeah. Oh, Tope con Hilo, Tope Suicida, or Tope. What's the other one? I can't remember.
You're the one that goes over the rope.
Yeah. Tope Suicida is through the
Yeah,
ropes.
suicide dive.
Suicide dive. And then there's Tope con Hilo, which is kind of like a flip over. And then, yeah, okay. Well, I'll learn my Spanish lucha libre.
Plancha?
Huh?
Plancha?
Plancha is like not to dive. It's like you spring, you pull yourself over like that.
Okay.
That's a plancha.
Wrestling.
But there was a crazy amount.
I think there was a
of
dive in
spots
every. I think there was a dive in every match.
The match was like 45 minutes. It didn't even feel like 45 minutes to
No,
me.
because it was just nonstop action.
Mhm.
And it was just like,
Unlike another match that was 45 minutes on Monday, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
what are you talking
Oh
What-
my goodness!
What you talking about, Willis?
That first match,
Oh no, I don't want to know about it. I want to talk about it. But then, ladies and
never
gentlemen,
ending.
it just
My
it,
God.
it went on forever. It went down.
But
forever.
like always, NXT Takeover was amazing. It was
Yes.
more. It was the show of the weekend. Definitely, I highly
Oh, you
recommend.
can't
it.
overshadow the fact that Adam Bebe
Adam Cole, baby.
literally tricked Ricochet to climb up to the top of the cage and
Oh,
then try
yeah.
to eliminate him.
Nigel,
Yeah.
Nigel was standing for that. It's brilliant. Tell me I'm wrong. Genius. It was ingenious. He led him up to the top of the ring so he could push him out.
Because if he gets out, they lose.
Yes, thank you for telling us how the match works.
thanks,
Nigel.
thanks, Nigel. You are amazing.
Hey, Nigel, Remind them how the match works. So
we got to talk about what's up with the Survivor Series, because people over there want to know what's up about Survivor Series.
Really,
You know, it's I feel like I tend to be overly cynical.
R-Truth is comedic gold.
He is.
Yeah, he is. Survivor Series was literally for nothing.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Nothing. But at the same time, part of me was kind of marking out for the show versus show gimmick a little bit. Deep down inside, I was a little bit.
I was a little pissed off.
I think they
About
should
what?
move the draft. They should move the draft to after Survivor Series.
That actually could work, I think.
Like right after. Okay, here's the
Yeah,
draft.
roster shakeup, stuff like that. Yeah.
So that way, when you want to do a heel turn,
I don't
go back to the
know.
old school days. Big Show's wearing a
Big
Raw
Show,
t-shirt,
yeah.
rips off SmackDown t-shirt.
Because I know wrestling doesn't really do seasons, but we really see WrestleMania as like the season finale in a way. So I feel like doing the draft after Mania just works better.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it does. But if you put it in the middle, right, the draft, it makes Survivor Series a lot better show. Because like no one wants to see, there's no build up. They did one invasion angle the whole month of November.
They spent their almost their time worried about that show in that country that people don't want to talk about, and because blood money, but I felt the show itself like there was nothing that came from it. Like,
Absolutely nothing.
Because we can talk about why in a second, but the fact that the first thing is that the pre-show, the tag team elimination match didn't count. Apparently, it was not part of canon.
Even though that was only match SmackDown won.
And I heard a rumor that the fact that they were Raw supposed to win it, but the bookers of the show, agents of the match didn't realize it, and they just made SmackDown win. So
hilarious.
Yes. So
Xavier Woods was talking some ish on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's like tag teams matter too, and all those stuff. Yeah. But I thought the tag team elimination match on Survivor Series was hot garbage until you got down to like the last two teams on each side. It was like B team, really.
Actually, to be honest, I didn't even watch
Raw's entire tag division is a joke.
Yes.
I told you guys, it's literally mid-card wrestlers versus heels.
And if we talk about Raw, I'll get into it a little more, especially with what they did with the Revival. Yeah.
Don't get me started about the Revival.
And during the pre-show, Natalya and Ruby Riott get into a fight over the sunglasses. It's
just lame gimmick.
So,
but weren't they
Alexa,
hurt originally though? They were hurt.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, because they did that so Bailey and Sasha can be in the match.
Yeah, they replaced them with Bailey and Sasha, but they competed the next night, so I don't think they were hurt.
Okay, so maybe they just.
So the show begins, and we start out with the women's match: Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Team Raw being Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Bailey, and Sasha Banks versus Team SmackDown: Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, Asuka, and Mandy Rose. And Team Raw wound up winning, with Nia Jax being the sole survivor. Now, certain matches they did kind of tell stories because Nia Jax, who was booed out of the build, she was getting
every time she got tagged in. Yes. She was. Here's a funny thing. How many people in that family get cheered? Only the Usos are the only people in that family get cheered.
Well, Nia was
Dwayne,
getting cheered.
And Dwayne gets cheered. But he's only around like once every year or so.
I like it though. She's being on, she's
they're
shining.
They're milking that angle for what they should do. They should milk the angle for that.
Hashtag facebreaker.
Yes.
Facebreaker. She pushes Sasha off the top rope, so she gets tapped out by Asuka, and she gets to take all the glory as the sole survivor.
Yeah, that was smart too, because she came in and dropped a leg drop on Asuka immediately too. They boom, 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 three of them, and then Samoan drop, and then
wasn't a fan of how Naomi was out in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, someone else was out in the 5 seconds too, but we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Get to that.
Yes, it's called a tease, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so first women's elimination match, like
it was okay.
It was okay. I'm not happy or sad or mad or whatever about it. It was what it was. Yeah. So
Raw versus SmackDown, champion versus champion, Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Shout out to Shinsuke's Captain EO jumpsuit.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. And the fact that
the Michael Jackson love is real.
Yeah, that was actually a really good match.
Can't wait for Shinsuke versus Velveteen Dream.
Ooh. Well, he give him knee to face. That's my Shinsuke imitation.
Kick to balls.
2018, the year of the nut shot.
Wait, you get where I'm going with that, right?
Yeah.
Now, Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke, shockingly to me, wasn't match of the night, but it was a really good match.
Yes. I felt the fact that they did nothing to push any of these matches too, which made it feel like
Like I said,
So, are you
They
guys
did
cool?
one invasion angle.
Are you guys cool with just wrestling for wrestling's sake, or do you need a story with it to enjoy it?
it
for the
depends.
big four, you need a story. If you're going to do a pay-per-view, like random pay-per-view, like
Mhm.
Sunday,
Well, I feel they could have
wrestle.
been pushing the Raw versus SmackDown thing along with everything else at the same time, but because you feel like, all right, you have. I mean, they just changed basically the whole card the
We
week
really
before.
only had what, like 2 weeks of build?
No, like 1 week because they changed
No,
the whole
1 week
card.
build?
They
Oh,
changed the
yeah,
whole
that's-
card the week of. That's probably why I kind of
Shoot, the
felt.
card changed the night of a little bit.
Yeah, oh,
it
yes,
was-
true.
It
No,
went
yeah.
from AJ to Brock to Daniel versus Brock.
Mhm. Which was basically the same match as AJ versus Brock. But people we'll get to that.
Also
But
strange. But yeah, like you said, we'll get to that. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I really expected Shinsuke to pick up the win. I'm kind of so okay. Does it bother you that Seth kicked out of this? Oh my
the
goodness,
Kinshasa.
the Kinshasa. Now I know it was to the back of his head, but I'm still bugged by that.
Yeah, I'm upset. At least, yeah, I don't
Not a
like
fan
it.
of that.
No,
So you need to
Also, in my, I
kind
kind of see Shinsuke on a higher level than Seth. No shade to Seth, but that's just
really. What have you seen Shinsuke do in the past? I don't know, year.
Well, I still see NXT Shinsuke as current Shinsuke.
You need to take off those Shinsuke NXT glasses and start wearing the
Never.
real.
No, I will not.
Not gonna do it. Can't do it.
Shinsuke should not be seen as just another guy. Like
A
he should,
jag-
be, he should be elite,
Just
on like
another guy.
elite level.
Just another
he should be seen
guy
as
on the
elite
roster.
level on the roster to me.
Yeah, he should be, but he's not because you know why? He doesn't speak English.
But yeah, he's the U.S. champ. So
The U.S. champ is not from U.S.
But
all right,
it was
well,
a
it was a
really
good
good
match.
It was
I give
Very
it
good match.
2 out of
Really well
5.
done.
No,
Yeah,
3 out of 5.
3 out of
Yeah,
5.
that was
Yeah,
like
three.
2 out. It was a good
Like a-
match.
Well, it's
too.
not
Holy
fully
crap.
3. It's like a 2.5.
I think
like
the
a
reason
2.75.
the emotional investment makes it not as good as it should be.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do a good job. Because remember the Seth's like, I don't care about this match, and Shinsuke's like, I have my feelings very hurt. You don't care about me. Like that was cool, but then they didn't do anything with that to push it. But what do I know? I'm just a wrestling fan, been watching for 30 plus years. So what do I know?
You know, what do you like NXT's version of War Games over WCW's version of War Games?
I mean, it's similar. I mean, the rules are exactly the same. It's just I would have to go. I think for me, War Games when I was a kid was different because I was a kid.
Mhm.
I remember the first War Games. It was the Horsemen, which is kind of very funny how it worked out. This one was very similar to the old school ones. The Horsemen was Undisputed Era versus
'Cause
Four
Undisputed Era
Faces,
are basically new school horsemen.
which is versus the baby faces. Ricochet would probably be Sting. The War Raiders.
Chase definitely Sting.
The War Raiders are the Road Warriors,
Mhm.
and then Pete Dunne was probably like I guess like Dusty Rhodes or something like that. You know, just
Is he a Dusty?
No, but
I'm
just-
talking
I
about
mean, not exact
Just the
analog.
promo
Okay.
spot.
yeah, I'm talking about as not the promo boss, but let's say like just the fact that the guys all hate those guys,
Yeah.
and these guys are straight jackasses. So these four guys want to get together and beat up the jackasses, which is what happened with like when Horsemen were War Games against Sting and his cohorts.
Now, I saw a lot of older.
Or
wrestling-
maybe Pete does more like Nikita Koloff, the foreigner in the group,
I would have given him
who's
maybe, like,
actually not Russian, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Not because
Yeah.
he's British, but I would have given him like maybe British Bulldog.
Yeah,
Not
maybe.
because he's British, but I
British
just kind of
Bulldog was in War Games in WCW.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I gotta go.
But I
back.
saw a lot of
It wasn't-
older
yeah.
wrestling fans complaining that there wasn't blood. Like you think of a match like War Games, you think, yeah, there should maybe be a little blood in there. It's in a cage, and they got a whole bunch of weapons.
Yeah, and no blood. But they're not
But,
gonna
I
have
mean,
blood.
they didn't need it. They didn't need it. It was a good match regardless.
Yeah.
Without
I
the
mean,
blood.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
I think blood and steel cage matches kind of go hand in hand.
You
Yeah.
gotta understand. There's some fans that are bloodthirsty, and then there's fans that say, "Oh, this actually need blood just to make the story better." Like, I don't want to overshoot, but no, actually,
That's
we'll go
what
back.
she said.
I won't go back. Becky versus
my
Becky when Becky invades on Raw,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
It didn't need blood, but when it had blood, it made the story better.
Yes.
Now the fans that are saying that want blood for WC for the War Games, they probably are bloodthirsty. Like, oh, it's a cage, weapons, blood needs to be there. It didn't.
It didn't need it, but I think it would just be like it's like icing on the cake. You know, you get yourself a nice good cake, but spread that icing on top of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least this way we'll get wrestling legends that actually live to like 80 and don't have deep forehead scars from bleeding all the time.
like Devon, New Jack,
Devon and Dujack
Dusty.
got some serious for. Yeah, Dusty too.
Dusty has some. Terry Funk has some.
Oh yeah, Terry Funk.
Ric Flair didn't have to play after a while.
Abdullah.
After a while, Joe the Butcher, yeah, his
Iron Sheik has some serious ones.
Cheeky baby,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
jabroni.
you kinda-
If you go and you look like it's not really noticeable, but above the eyebrow.
Well, a lot of the guys from the old Crockett and Georgia territories, they bled a lot. So
Yeah.
you probably see a lot more of those guys in Florida. They bled a lot too. Like Kevin Sullivan's got a lot of deep cuts
and
as
I
well.
mostly know to like mostly bald guys, it's like mostly right there.
Yeah.
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 So
But yeah, back to Survivor Series, the tag team champion match, AOP versus The Bar. What are they doing with AOP?
Nothing.
What is going on?
They're trying.
What are they
to.
doing
They're
with Drake
trying.
Maverick? Why? I'm okay, and I brought this question up before. You guys remember this? Why would they have super respected, super babyface general manager Drake Maverick, who wants to do everything to make 205 Live the top show in WWE, but on Monday nights he moonlights as a mean, pants pissing tag team manager? What is going? What's the disconnect?
I
Like,
think
what?
they should do
Why did he pee his pants?
is make.
Why?
I don't know.
because he was scared. Have you ever got so scared you?
Was it strategic pee to win the match?
It's sophomore humor that Vince still
Why are
loves.
they associating AOP with this? AOP doesn't need this.
My question is,
They
how
were
do you?
chanting AOP pee on Raw. You're ruining your tag team. What are you doing?
AOPP.
What are you doing?
I'm more.
AOPP. How can I explain it? I take
Oh
it from my frame.
God.
It. Have y'all jump a shot.
How do you pee on command like that?
No, if you notice, he was wearing a thing. You could tell. Like
I didn't.
it
I
was
wasn't
pretty-
looking
he,
that
like
hard.
pinched.
Yeah.
It was the camera was right there.
I wasn't looking that hard.
but you could see the motion. He pinched something, and okay, so yeah.
Yeah, but first of all, this match was I think it was just a waste. Like you have
Although Big Show walking past the camera while laughing did make me laugh too. He's like, he's just walking past. I was like, all right, that was funny because he's just walking past the camera laughing.
you know what, Big Show does have some comedic.
What is the Big Show role in the bar? Is he just there now?
He's just there for no reason. They
Yeah.
a lot of times they do things for no reason, like having Drake Maverick manage AOP for no
Yeah.
reason. There's just no reason.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So you know, the funniest thing about this match wasn't even the fact that the match is the most important thing that happened in that segment, because somebody made an appearance.
Yes, that is when the man currently known as Real One popped.
Nope, his name. I remember I told you his name
I
is.
keep forgetting. I'm not calling him that. I'm not calling him Real One either. Enzo.
Call his-
Enzo.
call him by his real name. His
Enzo,
name's
I'm gonna
Eric.
call it Enzo.
Eric.
Eric.
It would have been great if he wore one of the old Enzo wigs. Do you remember when they were selling those? That would have been great.
And he did
He's
his
a
whole
fan
he
dressed up
did
as
his
himself.
whole gimmick, his
Yeah.
whole shtick in the crowd. He got up on this chair and
He's
said,
cutting promos in the lobby.
"Yeah." He's like, "My name is Enzo More." It's like, and the crowd was with it too. So, and they're booing when they kicked him out.
There was
though.
a dueling "We want Enzo, no we don't" chant.
Really?
Yeah.
That's well.
I'm
I
like,
don't.
well, why would you want Enzo?
No. Why would you want a?
Just like them
I'll
chanting
let you
CM Punk
die.
is over.
Yes,
It's over.
exactly.
Way to go.
You know what? I want a side note. Us wrestling fans, well, not us three, but like
Oh no.
the group of people we call wrestling fans, so fickle. They're never happy. They're so fickle, and the fact that they cheer for people who should not be there. Moving on.
Well, once they're in the WWE universe, they're forever. So I can't believe I just said that. WWE universe.
Oh
once
my
they're
God.
once they're embedded into the fans' mind, they're there forever.
When did you start getting paychecks from Vince?
I don't know.
and you sign me
you
up,
guys,
son.
so you guys wasn't feeling the tag team match?
No, I don't think I remember. I don't even remember anything about it, to be honest with you.
Other than the P.
Only tag team match, only best Survivor tag team match of the night. Probably the last one with Strowman, Raw versus Smack. The big one, you guys know.
But before that match happened, we did have a surprise cruiserweight championship match
On
which
the main card.
I didn't watch the pre-show because I almost never do. So I just assumed it was on the pre-show. But I was like, oh, okay, good. And you know what was great about it?
Hmm.
Okay, so it was Buddy Murphy champion versus Mustafa Ali, and Buddy Murphy retained.
Yes.
The match started out, the crowd didn't really care.
Hmm.
But as they kept going, the crowd got into it. And they was chanting, I'm like, this is good to see. This is what 205 Live is about. It's about time y'all get some appreciation.
Yeah,
Because you watch 205 Live and it's always like pretty empty crowds too, because they're like, I ain't watching 205 Live, whatever. But it's actually a pretty dope show. I said as I'm pretty behind on it, but still, that's because of time, not because of the quality of the show. The show's actually really good.
Yeah, the show's good. I just don't have enough hours in the day to watch it.
So many shows. Good lord.
Yeah.
NXT UK 205 Live, Mae Young Classic a couple months ago. Good. It's so much.
Yeah, go ahead, help yourself, sir. Marcus in the building. Marcus in the building.
But yeah, no, it was a really great match. Both of them are doing crazy amount of work. Buddy Murphy looks amazing. Mustafa Ali is truly the heart of 205 Live.
Mustafa Ali is
so
ridiculous.
he is.
I think that dude needs to be like, he needs to have some kind of ridiculous push where he can just, I don't know.
I feel like I still
think
think
WWE
205 should be
regrets-
those shows, be that show that is kind of in between Raw and SmackDown.
What do you mean?
Like they get some type of like 30-minute slot between out of Raw, 30-minute slot out of SmackDown. Because like they're not
Promoting
like,
it?
either. They're like back to what I always say, they're not promoting 205 on the main rosters.
Yeah, you don't see any commercials on the main roster.
But you can catch it. You can see NXT one. They'll talk about NXT, but
Yeah.
205,
They-
these are-
Speaking of NXT call up, apparently they was playing promos for Lars Sullivan coming soon.
Yeah, it's like
Y'all feel like he's being roster ready?
I don't know. It's
but
like,
he's gonna be on the show on Raw with a bunch of all the other
Are
monsters.
you're assuming he's going to be on Raw?
No, they've
They
already.
didn't say
They've
the
already
show. Did
they,
they say
they
Raw?
say he's gonna be on Raw. He's already gonna be with the rest of them.
That's a bad idea.
so
Yeah.
if he's on Raw, that means Vince likes him. Right?
That's a bad idea. He should be on SmackDown.
There's too many monsters on Raw. Like
Yeah.
you have there's Braun, there's Baron, who's a big dude. There's
Drew.
Lashley. There's
Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre. All these big guys are already on Raw. They need to balance out the big guys on both shows, I believe.
Mhm.
But like I said, this cruiserweight match though, this match I think was the match of the night for me personally because it was just I'm a fan of both wrestlers. So.
This was a
I'll
match
tell you my
tonight, but
match
it was
of the
second
night.
place for me.
Mhm.
I feel like I know what yours is going to be too. But before that, we have to get into the men's Team Raw versus Team SmackDown match. Team Raw being Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley versus The Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy.
Literally, Joe went to Wendy's. I guess that was about it.
A lot of ups and downs with this match.
Joe spent too much time at Wendy's house.
Even
so.
the crowd was chanting BS when Samoa Joe got eliminated in like 5 seconds.
But
Yeah.
he got
What were they thinking?
was it a kick? Right? He got kicked out.
Claymore
Yeah,
kick.
Claymore. Okay.
He has to be injured or something because remember his match against AJ. He left the qualifying matches for Best in the World. I think it was. He lost Jeff Hardy, but he couldn't finish the match because of his knee. And they came back for that feud against that match against AJ at the Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
And now he's just a jobber.
I wouldn't say he's a jobber full time, but I mean, for now,
I mean,
he might still be injured. So
Yeah, I
mean,
think so.
we
I think
don't
it
wanna
is.
push him too hard.
that's what I'm saying. It has to be either he has to be an injury or he pissed somebody off. One of the two.
Seriously, I don't know. I don't.
They're just ruining Samoa Joe, man. I've been a Samoa Joe fan for almost 15 years.
To be honest, I had like when they announced Samoa Joe, I was like, oh, he might be the sole survivor.
Mm.
Match starts. Samoa Joe has been eliminated.
He's like, what?
All right, fast forward. Let's go to the next match. No.
No problem, man.
Any
It's okay.
anything special out of this match for you guys?
The fact that Shane McMahon was the last person on SmackDown's
he-
team was
He's
ridiculous.
the best in the world. Clearly not, but
Like,
Every time someone says,
I like
and
how-
the fact that Shane McMahon eliminated Dolph Ziggler with a coast to coast is like, again, like he beat Dolph Ziggler twice in a month.
I did think it was hilarious how Miz basically kept undermining all of his teammates and then kept getting mad when he like kept getting pinned.
Yes,
That storytelling was pretty good. Or seeing Shane, whose head is like 50% neck at this point,
yeah.
just dying in front of our eyes between coast to coast. He's just
remember
okay, another one.
You remember those Matt Hardy and Jeff
Here we
Hardy
go.
tag team matches where it's like Matt was like, "Come on, do it. That was the Miz on Survivor Series.
Yeah.
He was like, "Shane, do it again, Shane."
Well, he was a team
I don't-
captain, so he had to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a team captain, so he had to.
I did like JoJo saying, and the sole survivors of Team Raw, Drew McIntyre, who was it, Bobby Lashley?
Yeah,
Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman.
like that's
you
not
can't
soul.
have 3 sole survivors. That's not how that works.
No, soul means one.
Come on
JoJo,
now.
she's not there for her brains.
I wouldn't be
Is
that.
it-
Well, then again, she did kind of.
I'm not gonna say that with you guys.
Well,
'cause
her
I'm
and
already
Bray
on the line
Wyatt.
for a whole bunch of stuff I said before. So
Home wrecker.
She's a little bit of a homewrecker, a little bit.
Yes.
Bray Wyatt.
Well, it takes two to tango, though. So
Oh yeah, no, Bray's mom
he-
too.
he wrecked his own home, but
Oh,
she
yeah.
knew he was married.
Ak Word.
Yes, I can see that at the workplace. Like, ooh.
But then afterwards, Baron being, a dick and then punching him behind the head.
Yeah.
Every time Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman stand like face to face, it's like, why are you as tall as Braun? This
Yeah,
doesn't
he's almost
seem right.
taller than
This
Braun,
is
but
weird.
he's way skinnier.
It don't feel right. I feel like Braun should just be towering over everyone, but him and Baron are the same height. It's like weird.
It is weird, but like I said, Baron's also like 100 pounds lighter.
Yes.
Do you guys notice when they do like the promos in the back, like they have like Baron like lean down a little bit to make Braun look bigger?
Do it?
Yeah, on the camera angles. Yeah.
They play
They shoot-
the angles on the cameras.
But when they're in the ring, you can't do that because
Yeah.
they're right. Just yeah. I noticed that too when I was watching Raw. That's exactly like
Maybe
Baron
that's what
looks-
it is. Maybe like subconsciously I've realized that. But then when I see them and then they're the same height, I'm like, wait, that doesn't seem right.
It's like the whole. Remember how Kevin Hart was going around saying like I'm 6'something, and it's like no, you're not. You're like 7 foot tall, KD. Like that's what they're doing. They're playing. Yeah, it's bull crap.
And
7
then
feet
they-
tall, but you can't teach that.
And then they announced that Seth Rollins will be defending the Intercontinental Championship against Dean Ambrose at TLC.
But that would be good. That should be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is it going to be a TLC match or they haven't announced?
I have never
They
seen
haven't
Dean
announced.
Ambrose and Seth Rollins wrestle each other, so I don't know what to expect.
If it's not a TLC match, I mean, I'll be kind of upset a little bit.
I was also being sarcastic.
No.
But
we have the
You got
women's
me hooked, line,
match.
and sinker.
Charlotte Flair versus the
Match of the
Women's
night.
champion. Match of the night. The Raw Women's champion Ronda Rousey. I agree, match of the night. So they have a really good back and forth, very well done. And then eventually near the end of the match, Charlotte just gets upset that she's not putting her away. So she just
Goes
loses
off.
it. Yo.
she straight up
She was
goes.
possessed by the spirit of the man or something. Dog.
She was possessed by the spirit
She was-
of Tommy Dreamer with like the
Oh
kendo.
my-
shot.
She beat
And
the mess up. She beat the
She
brakes off.
broke the kendo stick over Ronda.
She, more like Sandman.
Leaving marks.
She went very Sandman on her.
Steel chairs.
It's like Sandman after he had like all those beers.
she colonized her. Just oh my goodness.
Did you guys notice?
Did you see the one shot? She hit her clean flush on the head with the
You guys
kendo.
see the mark on Ronda's arm? It's like a whole X where the Kendo hit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's the
Oh.
first time Ronda's ever taken a whooping like that. The
So-
sticks, kendo sticks, and chair
The
shots.
story I think they're telling with this match is Charlotte has had a lot of high profile losses lately.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, and she's supposed to, I'm the queen. I shouldn't be losing like this. I'm the best. I'm genetically superior. So maybe she's like taking it hard, and that's why she just lost it when she wasn't. Y'all are so nasty.
I didn't
What?
laugh. I just looked
What
at
are you
Charles.
talking
You
about?
were smirking.
I looked at Charles. He started like, I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, and then you started smirking. She
Yeah. She took it hard.
Shame.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Charlotte went ballistic on Ronda.
Yeah, and that's why she was, she took it hard, and that's why she went at Ronda like that, because she was just like, I should be
Oh.
putting her away because I'm better than Ronda. But
Did you watch Monday night? Because I don't want to spoil anything.
I watched the YouTube clips.
Yeah. Apparently, like Charlotte beat her so bad, Ronda was asking for a match next Monday. Last Monday.
yesterday,
Yeah, yesterday. Oh my god. Today's Tuesday, so we don't really do it on days like this. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
like SmackDown comes on today.
Yes.
We're missing a
Very
good
special
promo.
holiday Thanksgiving episode.
Oh, so it is a holiday episode.
So somebody's gonna it's gonna be a food fight.
Oh yeah. There
There's
probably
always
is.
a food fight on the
Surprised they
Thanksgiving.
didn't do one on Raw.
Will there be like a gravy match?
It's only it's
Great. No, they don't do that anymore.
Oh,
It's a shame there won't be someone to throw another pie at Kevin Owens.
we
We still don't know
still haven't figured out who did the pod Kevin Owens. It's
Still
like
don't
that
know.
and GTV. We're still trying to figure out who was behind it.
yeah.
Then
We
we
don't even know who
had
we still don't know who the general manager was during the
Hornswoggle.
computer. It was Hornswoggle.
Yep.
That's really where they went with that.
Yep.
Yes,
Are you really that shocked? That was WWE at its worst.
he's not only Mr. McMahon's illegitimate son, he's also now Mr. Raw general manager. Actually,
Why
that's
did they
Did you
end it
guys
like?
did you guys know that originally his illegitimate son was going to be Mr. Kennedy?
Yes.
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
And then
All
we
right.
had the main event: champion versus champion, Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan.
Second best of match of the night.
Yes,
Third.
this was a very this was a weird match
Because they set it up to how all Brock Lesnar's matches were.
to this point where the crowd was chanting "same old ish,"
And
so they're
then-
clearly getting tired of it too.
Daniel said, it's not. Remix. And the next thing you get the knee out of nowhere. No, was it the knee or the kick to the balls?
Okay, kick to the balls first.
Kick to the balls first, and then we got the
And
knee.
Yeah.
And then Brian came this close to beating Brock on a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said earlier,
But even
this was the exact same match they had last year with AJ Styles, except for without the low blow.
it's kind of it's always
It's
kind of
every
like
Brock match.
finisher fest.
Yeah.
The difference between this match and AJ's match last year, I think Brian had more momentum going through like for his comeback. Like, all right, the last match,
I
we all
think
knew
there was
Lesnar
really
gonna win.
there was really spots where you thought he might win.
Yeah, it was like, oh, they might book him to win tonight. Last like versus AJ, it was like, well, we know he's not winning.
And Daniel Bryan is so good at manipulating the emotions of the audience that he was still able to get the crowd to cheer for him, even though he had very recently turned heel.
But I mean,
Well,
no
they're
one
going-
likes Lesnar.
Yeah, they wouldn't cheer for him
Well,
no matter
yeah,
what.
yeah.
They would cheer if it was like
I mean, there wasn't any yes chance.
Did you see Heyman's face? Paul,
Where?
did I say that right? Heyman?
Yeah, hey man, where?
He was on the. Why are you looking at me like that?
he says his name every day. You
He
don't,
does say his name.
No,
you don't know how to say his name?
No, he does.
Sometimes,
Ladies and gentlemen,
He has a good point.
my
ladies and
name
gentlemen, my name
is
is Paul Heyman, and sometimes I say Heyman, and I was just making sure I was.
You just said the same thing twice,
No,
bro.
Heyman.
You saying the same thing
Yes.
twice?
You don't hear the E,
Heyman.
What?
as in men, not men.
Men.
Heyman.
Heyman,
Okay.
yeah, Heyman.
It's not hey
Maybe I'm
man.
just tripping balls
Hyman.
today.
Hyman.
Hyman.
No.
What?
He's not a virgin.
Heyman.
Heyman, Paul Heyman. His face when Brian kicks Lesnar in the balls is like
Yeah.
the most shocking thing ever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh my god, no!" And then apparently, what is it? Was there a chair shot?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the Charlie match. Oh my god. But yeah,
But yeah, I
Survivor
don't know.
Series
I
is
just,
alrighty.
it was okay.
It's okay.
Kind of middle of the road.
Hmm.
We were spoiled on Takeover.
Yes.
If Takeover didn't happen, we probably would have liked it a lot more.
Yeah.
Those two were Charlotte and Ronda. Charlotte, Ronda, Lesnar, and Brian better than any matches that you've seen on Takeover.
No.
I think Charlotte Ronda
still think
was
it's better
takeover
than-
worthy,
Yeah.
but
Charlotte Ronda was better than the 2 out of 3 falls match. Probably.
yes, it's definitely the best women's match of the weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So unlike me, I really watched. I was in and out from Raw because there was this guy game on Monday night where they put up like 105 points combined. I think Charles knows what I'm talking about.
yes,
If you don't get your legitimate sports out of this fake sports discussion, no one cares about actual
wrestling's not
sports.
fake; it's scripted.
My scripted sports.
Don't you ever say the F
But, I
word
mean,
around
we
me, sir.
can't- We
That's
can't.
a 4-letter word, sir. We don't say it here.
You can't talk about Monday night and not talk about viewership
get
because I'm
your
pretty sure that
legitimate
Monday Night Raw had the
sports.
lowest viewership in a
I
long
mean,
time.
did you watch that first hour? My.
I was watching the football game.
Oh yeah, you.
That
Okay.
game was
Monday Night
ridiculous,
Raw.
though.
Yeah.
They started out with.
Oh wait! Before we go on, overall rating of Survivor Series,
3 out
2.5.
I give it 3 out of 5 as well. But we'll talk about why it actually I think
We can talk about it first.
the after effect of what happened on Raw makes Survivor Series seem less important. How the fact that do you remember the stipulations of Survivor Series? Raw must dominate SmackDown, done. Raw's team must beat SmackDown's team, done. And if that all happens, Baron Corbin will be the full-time GM. He's not. She just moved the goalpost on him. She moved the fence line.
Why does anyone want to be general manager?
Can we bring-
It seems like a
bring back-
terrible show.
I would never want to be a general
terrible
manager of
Bring
Raw.
back Foley. Oh my
Whoops.
goodness.
It seems like a
Foley's good.
terrible position to be in.
I want Foley. Bring back Foley.
He had problems remembering his lines.
Yeah.
He can remember all. He can forget all. the
And
lines
what
he
is a
knows.
constable? Why do they call him a constable?
Because it rhymes with his name.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Baron Constable. It
What?
just flows together.
It's Constable Corbin.
Constable Corbin.
You mean alliteration, not that it rhymes. But still, it's dumb.
Yeah. Well, Constable is actually Constable is a term that they use in Britain for cops. Some of the
I
cops.
figured that's what it was. But he's
So
not a
it's like
cop.
the whole Stone Cold thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He was a
He's
sheriff.
not- he's a cop.
You know what? We don't like cops around here.
Mm.
But yeah, so now
I trust the sheriff.
now the segment where it was like Braun, you get your shot against Brock if you beat Baron Corbin. I thought he already did what he needed to do to get his shot.
So
Like, they
I'm
just
waiting
basically
for-
said no, that did nothing. That
I'm waiting for an episode where like Strowman just says like, no, forget this. I'm gonna kill Corbin now, and you guys can't stop me. I'll watch that for an hour.
Because he keeps like
they keep changing.
brings it on himself.
Yeah, He's a. Why are babyfaces so stupid?
Habitual line crosser.
Why are babyfaces so stupid?
I don't know.
It's like you want to be a baby, you should be stupid.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Braun already earned his title shot. He already earned the fight against Corbin, but now he's got to change it. Now, if you beat Corbin, you get your title shot. It's like, no, that's not what I signed to. What he should do is like, let's go to the tape. This is the contract. We choke on it and then replay it. But you know what? WWE doesn't think we have memories. We do have memories and DVRs and YouTube. We can just go back and watch it. It's like, this is what happened. You lied to us, WWE. Stephanie, man, I'm never taking you serious ever again. You hate children, don't you?
You're taking her seriously to begin with?
No. But still, I was a character on the Monday Night Raw. But yeah, so moving on to Raw.
So it starts out as Baron Corbin
Touchdown.
booking a handicap match between him
Touchdown.
between Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. Then Stephanie alters it, pray she doesn't alter it again, into a 6-man tag between Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Elias, and Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. Then, after we come back from commercial break, the match is all of a sudden elimination style.
Wait, what?
Okay, sure. That was weird. I really missed when the first pinfall happened, I was like, oh, thank goodness this match is over. And then JoJo was like, Finn Balor has been eliminated. I was like, no, because then the match kept going. And it went on for like 45 minutes. It was so long. It was like playing 2K and the AI just keeps kicking out. And that's literally what it was like. And then it slows that because sometimes when there's more characters
or something.
when there's more characters, it slows down a little bit sometimes.
Didn't we just see this
On top
match?
of
These
that-
matches, the elimination matches, the night before.
Yes.
So it's just the same thing, but on Raw.
Yes.
Booking, ladies and gentlemen.
Also worse. Now, apparently, Braun Strowman does need to get elbow surgery. So they did a spot at the end of the match where basically the 3 heels just assault him.
Yeah,
Mm.
Lashley.
And they hold Lashley and McIntyre hold his arm down, and then Baron smashes his arm between 2 steel steps in
Which,
the
by the
safest
way,
spot ever.
The camera angle
literally-
was terrible.
This is his arm, right? It's in the corner, and then smash. It just bounces off the stairs. It's just
Yeah, the camera angle was off. You could see the gap between where he hit.
They try to shake the camera a little bit so that you don't notice. but
Yeah, it's
you
like
ain't
we
fooling
saw it.
nobody. Come on.
Like, I've been watching wrestling too long, son.
Remember-
His arm was bleeding though.
Remember when they did that for
Why
Big
did his
Show?
arm start bleeding?
I think he might hit the elbow like a little bit, whereas like the edge kind of cut it because it's like
Oh,
your
okay.
skin's very thin here, so it doesn't.
Well, it helped with believability at least.
it
They
doesn't.
did that for Big Show too.
Yeah, when he had because he couldn't use knockout punch. He
Yeah.
broke his hand, but they put his hand straight down like this, and then went like this. So
Oh, I was watching a throwback. Big Show took a bump with the steel stairs. You know that little V-shaped part?
yeah,
Took a bump straight down there and kind of gashed his
down
eye.
where?
Straight down there.
Down.
Down there.
Ah.
And he gashed his eye. So I don't know. Maybe
This
those.
better not be leading to a stairs match.
No, it's
Yeah.
actually a TLC match.
Okay.
Well,
they announced it's like
Oh yes, if Baron loses, he's no longer general manager, and if he wins, he's permanent general manager.
so. Baron really doesn't get much out of it. Well, shouldn't he get the title shot?
I mean, probably, but I guess they don't want general managers as world champions.
Well, I
Is that-
mean,
That didn't stop
Vince McMahon was
before.
world champion. He owns the company.
So was Triple H.
Vern Gagne was world champion. He was the promoter.
But
Stephanie?
unless your last name
Yes.
is McMahon or Levesque, I don't want to hear it.
Was Shayna world champion?
He was a European champion.
Yeah,
Oh, that doesn't count.
best in the
Hey,
world. Although
he's
he
best
is
in the world.
world.
He's best in the world.
Then Seth Rollins comes out to cut a promo on Dean Ambrose, and Ambrose pops up on the Titantron and says that he's not going to go down there. And
Down
that
where?
The Shield.
There.
And Ambrose said the Shield has to pay for what it did when the camera stopped rolling. Which did y'all kill someone? Like what did y'all do? Like the way Dean was talking, it was like a John Moxley promo. I'm like, this is like indie stuff, Dean. This got dark quick. What did y'all do?
And the fact that he
we have to pay
said,
for what we did when the camera stopped rolling. Like all dramatic.
and the fact that he said Roman deserved his leukemia. It's like, ooh,
Oh yeah, wait, that was when he said God is punishing Roman for what we did by giving him cancer. I was like, damn.
that yeah.
You know what the Shield did? They're the ones who hit KO with the pie. That's what he's talking about.
What it
That's
is.
probably what it is. We have to pay for hitting Kevin Owens with the pie.
The Shield was part behind GTV. Oh no! Oh no!
Everything bad that happened in WWE that they never revealed who did it, it was the Shield.
The Shield been writing the storylines for the past 5 years.
I did it for the Shield.
I did it for the Shield.
The PG era, the Shield. Oh, if that happens,
Katie
it'd be
Vick,
the best heel of all
The
time.
Shield.
One night in China.
The Shield.
Who videotaped Hulk Hogan? Shield.
Shield.
Age, Shield.
The Gobbledygooker. Shield.
Shield.
Don't go all rated R on us like you did. Oh, I forgot.
Look at your boy Xavier Woods.
Shield
But
was
yeah,
that
then
way.
Ambrose challenges Rollins to come find him in the back, which Rollins then does.
Find
and
him.
then
Find him. Where?
Rollins was being all aggro and like beat up some security guards, which although one of the security guards like stepped to him.
Really?
Yeah,
This is like when Triple H, Shawn Michaels just start super kicking everybody. I just super kick Stan.
I mean, yeah, but less funny.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
So then we get Nia Jax and Tamina versus the Boston Hug Connection.
That's that their name now? The Boston Hug Connection?
Yeah.
That's awful.
It actually is.
They really killed Sasha Bailey's character.
Yeah, kind of.
They need to go to SmackDown,
Mhm.
which they might happen because they get all the 4 horsewomen in one brand, the other 4 horsewomen in the other brand, and you have. But
Better
moving on.
Survivor Series next year.
And Nia and Tamina win.
Yes.
So and then we get Ambrose. Okay, so Charlie Caruso is like talking. I don't remember what.
By the way,
she
shout out to Charlie Caruso for doing double duty, working for ESPN and WWE.
Mhm.
She's putting in that work.
But Dean Ambrose, who I guess has screen powers, like he's the screensaver from Incredible 2 or something. Like he just pops up on screen. He can just do that now. I guess he just. Hey Charlie, it's like what? So you can see Charlie too? Like he literally just pops up on the screen behind Charlie. Like he has powers now.
So-
okay.
Apparently,
And the
He's
promo
like,
that Seth
hey,
Rollins
hey,
said about
tell Charlie, tell Seth to come find me.
and the promo said like I've known Dean Ambrose forever. I never heard him say he used the word loves. Like, weren't you? Were you at his
And then they
wedding?
just look at Renee like,
It's like what?
okay.
It's like, does he not love you? Ooh, maybe
And
Renee.
you know what? Seth, I love how Seth was like, yeah, I didn't know how Dean was until I saw his special. You've been tagging with this man for the better part of like what 5-6 years now.
6
You
years,
need
yeah.
to watch a special to know him better.
That is probably one of the most shameless plugs I've
It
ever.
really was. I mean, I watched it. It's really good.
Yeah,
It mixes like real life stuff with kayfabe a little bit.
Fab.
kayfabe.
Is it kayfabe?
Yes,
Oh, kayfabe. Unlike the
because
last two,
there's
which
an E
were
on the end of it.
unless the last two, which were Samoa Joe and Shinsuke, that were just straight up like real. This one kind of mixed kayfabe with it a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, he was still coming back, so I mean, there's like might as well be a storyline out of it.
Yeah. And it's really interesting because there's a lot of foreshadowing in the special. He's like, I don't know, something tells me that this is the Shield's last run. And he's like, ah man, the 3 hours of Raw dedicated to Ambrose is a effing loser. It's like I don't know. I'm feeling bad about it. There's a lot of foreshadowing in it,
They called him a loser. Yeah, they did. It wasn't the Shield, but it was like McIntyre and Zaw.
Yeah. And he's even talking about when he first met Roman and first met Seth. Talking about, I can't remember the first time I met Roman because we drank so much beer, but it was probably a fun time.
You remember the when is it? It was a part where he's at the photo shoot. I think this was probably the most funniest thing Dean did. I don't know if it was real or kayfabe, but it was funny. He was like, you want is your jacket usually zipped up? He was like, yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
that's
broke
it.
the zipper.
Yeah. And he's talking about Roman being his road wife and like
Oh my god.
driving around like New York, and Roman's like a little kid, like, oh wow, look at the Statue of Liberty and everything, because he'd never really been like outside of Florida like that, So it was a really touching moment. And then we cut.
Wait. He's never been to New York, even though his dad worked for Vince's company.
I don't
I don't mean he was there.
yeah, the kids usually stay home while the wrestlers go out.
I don't know. I mean, I remember The Rock cut a lot of promos about he was backstage and hanging out with Andre and all those other guys.
But that's usually probably when they're on their hometown. Like even Randy said that, but that was like when they're in Pittsburgh though.
Pittsburgh.
Randy's from Pittsburgh.
No, Randy's from St. Louis.
Oh,
Kurt Angle's from Pittsburgh. And Bruno's
That's how you know you watch too much wrestling, when you know their hometowns by heart.
Pittsburgh professional
You're right,
wrestlers.
though, like, I don't know why I even said
Kevin, Pittsburgh professional wrestlers. Bruno Sammartino,
Mhm.
by way of Italy.
Mhm.
Kurt Angle.
Mhm.
Corey Graves.
Mhm.
Corey Graves.
That's all I got.
That was off the dome too.
Yeah.
And we cut to backstage where everyone's eating. It's weird how we can almost never see them eating. Is that weird?
We all see him eating like holiday shows though.
Yeah.
Like
But
before
this wasn't even really a holiday show. They was just eating catering. But yeah, so everyone's in line eating during the show. Okay. And everyone's making fun of Drake Maverick. Like you got Heath Slater and Rhino making their appearance for the year and never being seen again until next year, probably. Making fun of him, making pee jokes. You got Gable and Rude making pee jokes, which leads to Gable and Rude versus AOP later on. And
It won.
it's so sad how they have one of the best heels in the business, Bobby Roode, making PP jokes at Drake Maverick. What are you doing?
Maybe I don't
What
know
is
how
this?
long this build is going to take.
Vince, I know Vince wrote this. I know he did. What are you doing, Vince?
You know what Vince is doing? He's taking the tag team division and making his own personal like joke factory. So,
I know it's been said for a while that Vince hates tag teams, but come on, man.
you know who likes tag teaming? Eric Young.
Is that a reference?
Yes, he used to wear a shirt and it said I like tag teaming.
Yeah.
When he was teaming with we was teaming with Orlando Jordan.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so because
I don't want to be part of that tag team.
that was the whole. That's the whole joke. So speaking of tag teams,
3-on-2 handicap match.
The
The
Lucha House.
Revival versus Lucha House Party, who was competing under Lucha House Party rules.
Which means
And we're all basically Corey Graves saying, "How is this fair?
it's like Freebird rules.
They're the baby faces.
Yeah.
Why are they allowed to cheat?"
when did they start carrying
Did you
around
see the
pianos?
Revival when they said they was like, "What?" Oh, they've been doing that since SoFi Live. It's a
Nice.
little offensive.
Was
It's
it
a little
pinata?
bit. It's a
Yeah.
little bit. It's a little.
It's
like,
only
wow, really?
offensive if white people do it.
I mean, at least it's not as bad as Mexico driving
Mexico's-
lawnmowers.
That was
You remember that?
Yes. I saw
that in
Like,
person.
Actual lawnmowers. Oh my goodness.
yeah. It's like, don't you gringos want to make fun of us?
They had one of the best theme songs ever too.
Let's see if I can find their theme song. Well, you keep
Gringos
talking.
In time, you're gonna be good for me. So that was dope. It was dope. But yeah,
I'm mad that you
Lucha
remember
House
that.
Party- yeah, yo, it sticks with- I played SVR 2007 so many times. That theme song is just stuck in my head. Yeah, there it is. They start out with the lawnmower noises. Oh my god. Ridiculous.
Didn't one of them have like a lowrider?
No, they all rode.
It was like
They all rode.
yeah.
This actually got hot.
Yeah, dude, right? It's
Yeah.
actually kind of it's a fire song. It's really dope.
Oh,
I helped build this.
you remember the lyrics?
Oh
too?
my
Yeah, I really do.
That is such a racist line. I helped build this.
But remember, because he was super, he was crazy. He was
Super crazy.
Yeah, for real. I would put that song in my phone. That's
Don't
actually
do
a
that,
really
dude.
dope song.
Because that song comes on at the wrong time. That's your butt, man. I helped build this. What?
you should have this strap light, and the song comes on, and you're surrounded by Latinos. You're like,
Uh,
it's like when the white person says the N word when you sing a rap song. Everyone stops. Is like, what? It's,
oh man, but yeah. Does Vince did the Revivals like grab Vince's shoulder or something?
They probably.
yes,
Like, why?
at the wrong time.
Because they laughed. Did they smile at the wrong time or
I
something?
don't like seriously getting just
Because Vince has been on
cracked
record.
on by the legends and
Was
Lucha
it-
House Party rules.
I think it was Paul London. He
Yeah.
smiled at Vince, and then he's like,
Yeah, during the
"Next day, you're fired." Like
during
what?
the fake death of Vince McMahon,
Oh wow.
which was actually the day before the actual suicide murder of
Insane.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah, which is why they aborted that
Yes,
storyline.
and yeah, that story was an abortion, by the way.
Oh wow. Wow.
Can we not talk about abortion?
Wow.
I'm not talking about abortion.
You know what? I
I'm talking
blame
about storylines.
myself. I set him.
Because I
set
mean,
him
there's
up for that.
there's been a couple abortion angles on SmackDown and Raw.
It wasn't my fault.
Oh my god.
That wasn't an abortion. That was a miscarriage.
Oh my gosh. Ronda Rousey
Yeah, Ronda
goes
Rousey.
to the ring and cuts a promo about being a true champion.
She wasn't a true champion. She got her butt kicked on Survivor Series.
I mean, that wasn't even a question.
Was she
Ronda
won.
Rousey's been doing this thing lately where she like brings up answers to questions nobody was asking. Yeah, she's been doing that a lot lately.
My question would have been, who put the kendo stick under the ring? That's what I would come up
the same person who put them undisputed era chairs under the ring with the logo on them. So the guys who put stuff in the ring, they're like, "Yo, why do these chairs have the undisputed era logo on them? That's weird. That doesn't usually happen." But all right. So she tells Baron, "Hey, go find me a challenger." And I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's gonna be a call up. Maybe it's gonna be Bianca Belair. Ooh, maybe it's gonna be Shayna Baszler.
Nope.
Ooh, maybe it's gonna be what's her name? The kind of right wingy lady. Marie Lacey Evans. There we go. Lacey Evans.
She's not right wing.
I know she's not.
She's a
but
lady.
I was just saying it to remind myself.
She's a lady.
Yeah.
The woman's
probably
right.
not. I'm sure she's very much a nice person.
What she's left hand? Would she call it the woman's right?
I just love that name.
Wait, did she punch with the left?
No,
No,
she's right-handed.
yeah.
Her finishing move is
It's called the woman's
I
right.
know that, but I'm saying I
But
thought you
then-
said she was left-handed. I was like,
I'm
that's
saying,
kind
what
of
if she was left-handed?
Yeah.
the woman's
But
left.
out comes Mickey James, which okay. I mean, it's fine. It's all right.
Talk about somebody being wasted.
Oh yeah, totally wasted.
Hey,
And
boy.
Ronda wins.
Yeah, of course she does.
Then we have Chad Gable and Bobby Roode versus AOP, and Gable beat, and because they're champions, and champions halves your overall. It basically takes you from an 80 to like 46.
Yeah.
They beat him with a roll up. What? Chad Gable rolls up Akam,
Yes.
and I love Chad Gable, but
But
what?
that's not possible. In any,
It didn't even look right when I was watching it.
Why are they booking AOP to look so bad? Like in NXT, they're being booked like the Road Warriors and have Paul Ellering, and they're just these monster
Now they're
heels.
turning them into the Ascension. They're like I told you when they first came to the main roster, the Ascension came up to them, and then AOP was like, "Who are you?" The Ascension was like, "We're you." In about a year, You'll see.
We're the ghosts of Christmas
You'll
future.
see.
You'll see. Oh,
it's just they were AOPP champs, man. I can't. You can't come back from that.
no, I think their careers are over. And the thing is, I'm not I think they have potential to be great because they're monsters. They're big, athletic, and they actually are former MMA fighters, so they can actually will kick your butt if they really wanted to. But there's the way they're being booked, and the fact that you put Bobby Roode and Chad Gable together. Why? You're not going to use tag teams anyway, so what's the point? Like they had a perfect great tag team called American Alpha with Chad Gable and where is he now? Jason Jordan. But they decided, you know what? We don't like this tag team. We'll break them up. And then
It's crazy. But guys, I am gonna have to tap out.
oh, don't worry.
I'm
We're
gonna
all
have to
we're all
tap out.
tapping.
yeah, I think we're done for today.
Yes, it is almost 7 o'clock.
Although the main, but just to speed it up, the show ends with Natalia beats Ruby Riott. All right.
Okay.
And Dean Ambrose cuts a really good promo on coming to the ring, and then Rollins comes and attacks him in the middle of the ring. They beat each other up. Rollins tries to curb stomp him. Ambrose hits him with a low blow. Don't know why it's a trend for every recently turned beloved babyface to be low blowing people. It's a weird trend, but it keeps happening. And the show ends with
I was really hoping for like a rake to the eye because remember they would go to the crowd. I was like, okay, rake to the eye.
Yeah.
Cut
The rake to the eye should be what? Bring it back. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually call it an evening anyway. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Mark Out Show here on Prince George's Community Radio. We got to go and leave because we get to go fight. Gentlemen,
Tuesday night SmackDown,
ladies and gentlemen, on the USA Network. And tune in next week to see us because we'll be here again next Tuesday, possibly. Who knows? Same bad time, same bad channel. Woo! Now those fools are going. I can tell you what's really going on in the world. Kevin is a pecan tan Moran. And a dude, he's about 5'4.5", he said. Staying on a box of books. And, it's all good. But like I said, I'm just messing with these guys. I love these guys. Tune in next week, ladies and gentlemen. Sucker!
Havlicek.
Havlicek, yeah. Kuzi and Havlicek, they were part of the
How many has
60s,
LeBron
70s.
won? I mean, by itself.
None.
None.
What was that stat? I think I showed you yesterday.